3DS problems with me, Tristan Reeves, so let's get right into it. The 3DS starts at 3.68 inches, reaches 5.89 inches at 1.94 seconds, ends at 3.68 inches at 4.28 seconds. So what's the graph? Well, it's a negative cosine due to how it opens up. It makes a frowny face and not a happy face. Alright, so I also want to talk about how we got the variables. So 5.85, keep in mind, that's the maximum top length the 3DS went. As for 3.68, that is the bottom length that the 3DS started at. And as for the shift of 4.28, that is how far it took until we reached that full cycle to make this cosine. So yeah, I'll continue from there and play the other recording that I made. So what's the midline? 5.89 plus 3.68, that equals 9.57. Keep in mind we took the top and bottom to get this. We divide it by 2 and get 4.785. And we divide by 2 so we can get the median. So what's the amplitude? Well, we end up taking the top variable, subtracting it by the midline, and we end up getting 1.305. So what's the shift? Well, that should be pretty simple. It starts from 0 and goes to 4.28, since that's when the 3DS ends. So the period equals 2 pi over 4.28. So what is 350 in radians? So we end up taking the graph we already made, we end up plugging it into the calculator. But first you're going to have to change it to radian mode. So you end up getting 1.86. Now with all that out of the way, we can finally move on to the second section. So what's the angle of the hypotenuse with the given angles? 2.20 for side 2 and 3.68 for side 1. So I ended up constructing a triangle for it. And I ended up using the law of cosines because we have side angle side. So for that we had to end up plugging in 8 squared equals 3.68 plus 2.20 squared minus 2 times 3.68 times 2.20 times cosine of 98. With this we got 3.64, but we have to square root it and we end up getting 5.6825. I don't really know how to end off the video, so I'm just going to end it off with a meme I just made. Me when I have to do chores. Thanks for watching. And I hope you like my cringe.